Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Broncos are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Raiders team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on third down, Carr finds his target. It's Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Carr. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. 1-9.
Operating from the gun, Saunders. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They run the counter now on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Carr to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Saunders. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Double tight, double tight. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Saunders launching one for Henderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Single, that's single slot. One day, down. 180. Watch 80. Easy. Kill. Get down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derek Carr on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. Saunders. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, Brady, I see you. Tight end right. Let's go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch left. Stop right there. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Saunders. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Saunders launching one for Henderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Saunders. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Tough to bring Bryant down. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. First down. And this is caught by Gates for a Raider touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
And the Raiders have got him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Double tight, double tight. More down.
On second down, it's McCoy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Looking to throw. Saunders. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Cordero Patterson. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this is going to set up 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. And they will take a knee here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Double tight. Hey, we got 4 down.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point. 2. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll go again to McCoy. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Play clock winding down. To throw on 3rd down. Saunders. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Saunders. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Single. Come on, let's go.
To throw again. Saunders. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Saunders runs through the count. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
To throw his car. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Here's Brad Nortman now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing on 1st down. Saunders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st down, Saunders. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Saunders. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now, 694. Let's go. Who's right, Chief? Switch gears. Now. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Get down.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. There he goes right side. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down. Hang on now.
And they take a knee. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here.
Two times. We got 4. Here we go now. 3-19. Hot. 3-19.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go. 1-9.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The play clock's running down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Saunders. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
We got 4. We got 4. Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field.